Yeah, it was a great match for us. It was great to see our guys bounce back and improve their serve and pass game from our Thursday night match versus Penn State. And come in and pretty much keep control of the entire match on the serve and receive side of things. And it allowed us to obviously side out well, but keep pressure on there with our serves and allow us to load up on their pin attackers a little bit better than what we did Thursday night against Penn State.
Questions for the student athletes?
The State coach said basically you're serving, the whole team is serving, get them off balance, off guard the whole night. You had a great night serving. Josh, you had a great night serving. Is that the idea that was one of the goals decided?
Yeah, one of the big things that we wanted to focus on was having our first touch be as good as we can as far as either serve receive or serving. So really focusing on our first contact was one of our main focuses, which is, like Shane said, when our passing picked up, everything just took off from there.
Peter, how do you feel?
This is a great way to go out, right? I mean, we haven't lost since January. I'm just so thankful that everyone on our team bought into this system and everyone was into it. And I mean, we're going to go back up in the locker room right now, and I've watched senior after our last match, like, leave some advice. I got no advice for these guys. I'm just going to thank them for everything they sacrificed, everything they gave up going into this year. It really takes a full team, and that's what we had, and that's why it's great when it works out, right?
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Cody, are you looking through the glass there? Yesterday, Shane said that you seriously moved that thing or something. That's stupid. We're literally looking at each other through the window. He said that you coming here was the last piece in a really big get. You made it look good today for us. But what are your thoughts about that and then winning?
The reason I came here was because of the team and the coaches. Shane's told me that before, and I'm really glad I can do something like that. But I mean, it's really this program that did it out there.
How do you feel?
It's the best feeling in my life. Say that softly.
For any of the players, just what kind of pride is there? I mean, not a lot of Midwest teams get to win this, so just what does it do in terms of pride knowing that?
Well, I just think in terms of pride, like, just how proud everyone is of this program. How far we've come. I think before this year we had never been ranked higher than 7th or 8th. So for us to put this together and not just make like a Cinderella run at the end, but really be consistent all year, work hard all year, stay focused all year, on and off the court. I mean, you can't help but be proud about it. And this school, I'm pretty sure, is proud about it. Like, that support was unbelievable. I don't think you could have a better crowd than that and a better arena than that. So.
How did going to LA last year, even though you lost in the first round, but just that experience of being in the tournament, how did that help now 12 months later for a new group?
There's multiple ways that helped. Our team had never been to the Final Four before that, so getting that first game jitters out was huge. And then coming back here, not only like, hey, if we play good, we can do this. It's like we're on our home court. We've been ranked #1 all year, which didn't even mean anything to us still. We just had confidence in every guy, and it showed out there tonight.
Joe, Joe, we've seen it throughout campus this week, whether it's, cardboard cutouts of you and just, the love that this university has. What does it mean for you specifically, kind of just being the face of this team to win a national championship?
Yeah, I always go back and touch on hard work. Everyone, I don't think people know all the work that everyone puts in across the team, as far as from our statistician down to, our head coach, off the court, in the weight room. All that is all part of it, and it's not just in the gym. It's not just all the work that everyone puts in there. It's just everywhere else.
How old were you when you first when you noticed Loyola volleyball?
Probably sophomore year of high school.
And when did you decide to come here and why?
It was junior, senior high school, and I live about an hour away, and it was just close, and the coaching staff really clicked, and the players really clicked. And back then I was recruited as a setter, so making that transition and running my redshirt year greatest experience, you know, and leading up to this is just it's an awesome ending.
And so, and because you were here before these guys, right? Yeah.
Peter Sice and I were in the same.
Okay. When they came, though, what did that mean to you, being a local guy? You know?
Oh, when they came, I think we needed that, I guess you could say, Cali swag. They're a big integral part of growing us as a team, and that experience that, you know, you get from playing year-round over there, and they transferred it over here, and it helped us to where we're at right now.
Peter, you've embraced the libero position more than everyone else I've seen throughout the country.
Thank you.
How much fun do you have playing, especially on a night tonight?
I mean, I'm surrounded by studs. Like, I wouldn't trade those guys for any other player in the nation. I mean, they all get along so well, and they do their job, and they're so calm and collected. And I mean, I just feel like I'm out there telling them what a good job they're doing. That's my role. Just like, hey, Joe, be a big stick. Like, hey, Cody, nice play. Like, I remind them a little bit what the game plan is. I don't feel like I have to do much for these guys to go out there and just take over whatever team's on the other side of the net.
Peter, every day you're in this building, you look up the wall and you see the banners, and you see the previously one national champion banners. You always look at that and think, man, it would be nice to have another one, or what would it be now when they have to move that stuff over?
I mean, that piece of history, like, the school's pretty, they've educated me for sure on that piece of history. It is a really cool piece of history, that 63 team, like meeting those guys on the team and stuff. And I never really got so far as to like what the ramifications would be if we won. Like, are they bringing us back in 50 years? Like, are we gonna be like the old guys, like, tell them however volleyball's evolved, like, oh, like, go do this. But I think it's cool. I think it speaks volumes to how much this athletic department has thrown behind athletics and how much they've even thrown behind our volleyball program, which, you know, may not be the norm everywhere. So we're extremely grateful, and we hope they appreciate the work we put in this year. So,
For the three of you, when you were being recruited and came here as freshmen, what were your thoughts about this night potentially coming, even though this was 3 or 4 years ago?
For me personally, when I came in, I was 150 pounds, so all I was focused on was the weight room at that point. You know, from that it just developed into something that, you know, was a goal every year, and we just saw ourselves getting closer and closer and closer to that goal, and finally everything came together and clicked at the end.
What do you weigh now?
Sorry?
What do you weigh now?
Like 15?
I think it was also on that note. It's just everyone kind of trusts in Shane. He's had this big picture for a long time. He sees out into the future. He's one of the most hardworking guys I've ever had as my coach, and a Holst too, also. He does a great job, but it's just a trust in Shane. He's done wonders with this program, and I think it shows, and it especially shows tonight.
When he's recruiting you and talking to you at high school tournaments or in your living room or wherever it was there talk about national championship?
No, he didn't throw, I'm not going to say unrealistic goals, but he didn't try to like woo me with like, this is what it could be. He gave me the truth, and actually what was most impressive is I grilled him pretty hard, and he handled it very well, just from technical volleyball questions to where the school was going questions to his coaching philosophies. I mean, yeah.
Cody, are you always this laid back?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, and for all of you, that was like the most boring championship celebration. We sort of just got together and jumped up and down a little bit. And,
What would you expect for a celebration?
well, we've all come to expect everybody going a little bit crazy when they win an NCAA championship.
Guys, just
Joe, Nick also was saying there just 2 days ago, yesterday, together, this kind of blurred together. Midwestern guys, you guys always have a chip on your shoulder about this last poll, 2 coaches ranking 5th, and there's always been this feeling like you're the, number 1 at the table. Can you just talk about, not only beating them, but decisively beating, you beat Brigham Young, you beat UCLA, you beat them. Just what this means kind of for that whole notion of the belonging.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I technically have a chip on my shoulder anymore. I know coming in I did, but you know, we show it by how we play, like you said. Like we were ranked number 1, I think all but 2 or 3 weeks this year.